Calgary Flames started this season super hot, but in the last 3 weeks, the team has been the exact team everyone thought they would be, but maybe even worse. The Flames have a serious concern, and it involves the lack of offense from practically everyone on the team. If this struggle continues, will we see more players get traded? Who knows, but we're going to dive into all that and more in this video. But first, I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. And things aren't exactly fantastic in Flames land right now with how the team is playing. And there is no offense. No offense, but there is no offense right now. The team has completely dried up, it seems, when it comes to the offense. You know, the team was scoring goals at the beginning of the year, and it was so exciting. It was so fun. Now, the team can't seem to score at all until pretty much the third period. I know the one goal the Flames did get against Vancouver in their most recent game was early on in the game, and then the offense couldn't do anything. But it seems like this team, you know, the hockey is still exciting for the most part, but still, what the heck happened to the offense? Now, if we get into this article here from the Hockey News written by Mr. Jim Parsons, he wrote, Flames having only one player on pace for 50 plus points, a huge problem. There's your serious concern. There's another way to say it, is a huge problem, but it really is concerning that the Flames aren't getting a lot of scoring done at all, and no one is really leading the way. The fact that the Calgary Flames have only one player on pace for more than 50 points this season is a real concern. Is the article how it begins, essentially what I just said, repeating myself here. With only defenseman Rasmus Andersson on pace for more than 50 points this season, the Calgary Flames have a huge problem. Notwithstanding that the leading scorer on the team is a defenseman, there are some quality offensive talents that aren't producing, which not only means more regular season struggles, but long-term issues as well. And we could sit here and list some of these guys who just aren't performing. Huberdeau had a good start to the season, has fallen off completely. Kuzmenko has done practically nothing. You look at guys like Kadri, who had an amazing season last year, almost nothing. Same with Coleman. Same with Sharangovich, although you have to take that one a little bit lightly because he was injured for a bit, but still hasn't produced much at all. So it is concerning. We're going to get more into, the numbers, the logistics of what's going on there, but those are the main guys who are not contributing right now. Andersson has 11 points in 17 games. That's good for a pace of 53 points. The next closest is Huberdeau with 10, a 48-point pace. Backlund has 9, as does Kuzmenko, but Kadri, Coleman, and Zary have 8, with others who should be producing way down the list. So those are not numbers you want to see in 17 games played. I know certain guys have had injuries, like I said, like Sharangovich, and certain people haven't had as much ice time like Kuzmenko, but that is a major concern that those guys only have that limited amount of points so far. Some leniency can be given to Sharangovich, who was injured early, but in 10 games, he's got 2 points. 2 points in 10 games. Just a point every 5 games is abysmal. I think a lot of the people watching could probably do better than that on the Flames this year. Kuzmenko has 1 goal, and others have taken a steep decline after a hot start, guys like Huberdeau. What does this mean for the Flames? Why is it a major concern, and even more serious concern, that the offense truly has dried up? Now, 18th in the NHL for goals for and 23rd in goals for per game. The team has allowed more goals against than they've scored this season. A plus-minus differential, goal differential so far this year. They are trending in the wrong direction if they want to be a playoff team. And it seems as though that's the direction a lot of Flames think they should go, a lot of fans think they should go, and it is just not working right now. Perhaps the bigger issue is what happens at the trade deadline with players the team and GM Craig Conroy might want to move. Conroy won't have any luck trading Kuzmenko if he's on pace for 5 goals in an 82-game season. He's already lost the ability to flip Mantha thanks to an untimely injury. Really didn't help the organization, but of course, we hope he does recover and is okay. Could Rasmus Andersson be the player the Flames decide to move? They might not have much of a choice. If the defenseman continues to be the standout performer this season, he'll either play his way into a massive contract extension or attract irresistible trade offers from teams around the league. So if Andersson's the only guy really producing, does that mean he's the only quality piece that the Flames can dish out? That is honestly a serious concern. We need other guys to step up, especially guys like Kuzmenko, of course. I know a lot of people in the comments yesterday were saying they'd like to see Kadri get traded. Well, you need him to pick it up as well. So I don't know. This is becoming a serious concern. But to break it down even further, let's get into the numbers, because that is what people actually care about, is the statistics. A lot of the people who don't watch the games just care about the statistics. I know that's sports in general. But the Calgary Flames got off to an incredible start this season by posting a 5-0-1 record. This portion of this article comes from Flames Nation. They scored 24 goals over that span. So 24 goals in 6 games to start the year. Huberdeau, Andersson, Zary, Pospisil, and Kuzmenko were at least a point per game players through those first games. Since then, the offense has completely dried up, and their record shows it. Since October 22nd, the Flames are 3-5-2, which puts them 27th in the NHL in points percentage during that period. They've only scored 22 goals in those 10 games, an average of 2.2 per game, which is 29th in the NHL. So a bottom 5 offense in the league over this stretch of about 3-4 weeks now. That is horrendous. They also, this doesn't come as a surprise, but I wanted to say it too. In that stretch, they have the league's worst power play. What a shocker. There are a couple of reasons for the goal scoring drought. One is a lack of production from their veteran forwards. Second is their dreadful power play. Key forwards on the Flames need to be way more productive if this team wants to stay in the mix for a wild card spot. Those players being Kadri, Huberdeau, Kuzmenko, Zary, Sharangovich, and Pospisil. It's interesting that this article throws Pospisil in there because he was at a point per game through those first 6 games and has done, I think, nothing since. But let's take a look at the numbers. All of these stats are courtesy of Natural Stat Trick and NHL.com. So in the 10 games played, you look at Kadri there. In these past 10 games, I should say, so this 10-game stretch we're talking about here since October 22nd until November 10th, Kadri had 3 goals and 1 assist for 4 points in 10 games. Huberdeau, 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points in 10. Kuzmenko, 0 goals. He still only has 1 on the year, 3 assists in those 10 games. Zary, 1 goal, 2 assists. He is playing well, but just not producing the way you need him to. Sharangovich, the 2 goals in 8 games. And then Pospisil, like I said, 0 points during that stretch. He needs to step it up. That is another serious concern, that players are dropping donuts over 10-game stretches. If we look at the pace that means for these players, so the goal pace, the assist pace, and the point pace, let's just focus really on the outliers here. So the big one you see down there at the bottom, kind of in the middle, is Sharangovich has 0 assists this year. He's on pace for 0 in an 82-game season. That is ridiculous. But if you look at the far right column there, none of them are on pace for 50 points, which again is a major concern. Kuzmenko, only 5 goals he is on pace for. Same with Pospisil. That is atrocious. What is going on here? Why is Kuzmenko the guy who seems to get the most apples right now? It is ridiculous. But Sharangovich only on pace for 21 points. That is absolutely terrible. Pospisil only 27. All those other guys in the 40s. That is a concern, especially for some of these guys who we want their quality and their value to be a lot higher so that we could potentially trade them or just play better, and maybe the Flames will be a playoff team, which a lot of people want as well. It is not going well either way you look at it right now, and the offense needs to step it up. Wholly, they need to get this under control and get the offense going, especially the power play. Now let's wrap this one up with the comment of the day, as we love to do here on the channel. And this one comes from a regular around here. It comes from Just My Opinion 9959. And he says, if we trade Kuz, I would wait. Hopefully he gets on a hot streak. His value is pretty low right now. It would be impossible to trade Kuzmenko right now for more than a bag of pucks. But of course, once the deadline comes, I think that's the plan, is to trade him. So hopefully he can get things under control, start scoring goals as well as assists, and his value can increase. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe like you saw here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.